Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm Xandros, and tonight we are taking a step back to earlier this year, where we started a little playthrough. And after nearly 8 months sitting and waiting to be finished, tonight we finally will conclude Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Thursday evening, and we have a mystery to solve. First of all, hello, Soul. Glad to see you. Of course, Ankh is here as well. You like Spritz's get up tonight. I know. You never know when you might need a deerstalker cap and a pipe for just such an occasion. Also, Robot, thank you for the resub earlier. I really appreciate it. You got some stellar news for me, but it takes 6 months for your original name to be released and let you take it. Oh. Yeah, and the little pipe, yeah. Oof. That's rough, though. Yeah, when it comes to name changes, they really got to make sure that you're ready for it. Hopefully you'll be able to get this, sorted out in some way there, Soul. Maybe you'll just have to wait the 3 months and just change the spelling or the way you do it a little bit differently so you can kind of have it back, even if you can't have the very original one. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens on that one. Before I forget, though, quick shout out. Don't know if there's any clips, but just a quick shout out. And then one more for Robot.
I was on the beam. That was. What was that?
Internet.
Collision.
I was
Stop.
on the beam. There's no
What the hell is going on?
way. I am now going to look at my own stream because holy shit, that makes no sense. There's not a shot on this earth that
It's okay for now. Also, my internet is acting up too. No, I mean, you might be having stuff in your, but no, on my end, the clip was pausing and going and pausing and going, so my internet's just all over the place. That bodes very fucking well tonight, doesn't it? So yeah, I had started this playthrough back in like January. And of course things came up and other games came out and I switched things over. And I never got back to finishing this. But tonight I'm doing it. I'm going to do this last case and we're going to finish Sherlock Holmes. And I can feel better about myself for doing it. So you can always go back and check the previous cases. They are in their own collection right now, though that might change as I've been rearranging things. So, it's a big stretch. So, there's not a lot of interconnecting aspects to the stories, I believe. So, yeah, you are Handsome Sherlock with 2 underscores. That's like double the emphasis. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get that set. We're going to get to the bigger screen, and we are going to begin the final case. A Half Moon Walk. So, this is a case I've never done. I don't know jack shit about it outside of, like, the very basic, like, vagueness I looked up online so I wouldn't be spoiled. I was just looking at the cases, like, okay, which one was I on? What was it called? Oh, okay. So, let's just begin.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
This is Sherlock Holmes.
You'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins. Dr. Watson
Well, you know
is
how it
getting
is
ready.
for the
He will be
poor,
delighted to
especially
join
during
us.
Victorian England.
You don't look
You eat
well,
what you
my
can.
young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the
Wiggins
crime
and his
scene.
crew have helped us a
You'll
lot.
be there, right?
So,
It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
you know, gotta
Very
return
well.
the favor. So, although he was being serious about the dinner, Holmes here is a bit jokier and more sarcastic in a lot of ways. Let's see, so we can go to the yard. Let's go to Half Moon Street first. Yeah. We're gonna do things a little out of order. We could go to the yard first, but we're gonna hit the crime scene first. Better to come in prepared.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
Indeed they do. Oh, okay, so going that way will automatically pull us out. Got it. Oh, shit. This way? Aha, the music tells me yes. This is the correct way. Oh.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in...
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper.
But then this
Interesting
is
game.
nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Oh, so the pipe Spritz has is an egg bowl with a full bin stem. I don't know. I just picked a pipe.
Who were the victims?
The 2 men here, both shot.
Shot.
The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
It's a quarter calabash. Alright.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were 2 other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there.
Okay.
And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Really? They saw quite a ways there, didn't they?
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That
I got
was the
super
side
into
that
pipes
he
for a
came
bit
from.
before I picked mine.
But you would
It's
have
not a
been
tobacco
unable
pipe
to
that I
observe
use,
this
but I
part
do
of the
have one.
street
That's fair.
Where we are standing
I have no interest
now.
in smoking, obviously,
That's
but
correct.
I think pipes
But
are
I
a very
saw the two victims
interesting
slowly
thing,
enter
and
Half
you
Moon
look at the
Street,
different cultures and
then
how they're
shortly
made.
after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Oh, they're so cool. I follow an Etsy store that does a lot of Hungarian-style pipes. Ooh, that had to be interesting in design.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
So fireworks were going off. No one heard the shots, apparently. Sounds cool. I'll be sure to look at it later.
Fireworks in honor of, Constable.
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Is it?
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Really?
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Dark were they? Curious.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent.
He sounds very stuffed
Might
up.
we hear your story? Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard two gunshots from outside.
With all the fireworks
Please
going?
continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw two bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Let's take a look at our guy real quick. Okay, so he's a war vet. Missing buttons. Okay. So he's got a limp. He's a war vet. And on hard times.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
Really?
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
We'll talk to Wiggins in a minute. Let's go talk to the flower lady. Get a few more clues out of this. Oh, look, our reflection. Neat.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street. Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place.
I think the
this
voice
evening.
worker's still pretty good for this game.
I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Like, all things considered, it's solid work.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could.
I don't know.
I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Really?
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
Are you? Really?
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Let's go talk to Wiggins real quick.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
Yeah, not yet, I haven't. Let's inspect the bodies.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Oop. A key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens. A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
Interesting.
This shard of wood is quite new.
So that's one. Ugh.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
So what's he got in his hand here?
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
Anything I'm missing?
The
Alright.
bullet penetrated his stomach.
Ooh,
A
yeah.
dreadful wound.
That would not be good.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
Let's see. Is there anything that's kind of standing out to us?
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
Wrong button, I was trying to run. Alright, let's see.
I'm so glad that the murderer's been caught.
Let's talk to the officer.
It would be my pleasure
Nope.
to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, so let's see what we got so far. We have 2 victims. You have Turner's View, Common Statement, Dark Window, Different Shots. So I'm going to put these 2 together. Alright, we got conflicting statement. Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Marrow's statement as the constable did not see anyone at the window. So we already have a contradiction. So we're missing some clues here. Okay, so we need more. So let's go ahead.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Aren't we all? I don't think there's any other clues here at the moment, but... Yeah, let's head back here, and we'll head to the yard. That was a weird little glitch, but okay. You know, it's too bad we can't have our little friend with us, or our basset hound. He's a good boy. We didn't have a chance even to give him
Mr.
pets.
Holmes, whatever brings you here so late?
Alright, Lestrade.
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
Yeah, that's a good question.
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Well, then let's go and take a look at those belongings, shall we? That goes down to the mortuary, which I don't need yet. This is what I need. What have we got? So this is the gun.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
Okay, let's check the
It seems
cylinder.
as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Two shots.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
That's not a good
A
start.
cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
And an apple. Okay, so that's all it was. Alright, so we're good there. We have 2 victims. The gun is missing 2 bullets, or at least has 2 spent ones. The gun seems like a distraction. There's other wounds that could have been fatal. Maybe. Simultaneous shots. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. Firing position. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots as they were made from different points in Half Moon Street. I'm not going to say either way yet. Alright, let me get everything set back up. Cool. Alright, so the last thing we did was the common statement with the gun. Witness testimony in the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. So this is compelling evidence at the moment. So no loot. So nothing was stolen. so let's go ahead. I don't think. Let's see if we can go down here. They haven't brought the bodies in, so I can't really inspect anything. Let's go talk to Wiggins' brother, shall we?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Dun-dun-dun.
Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Well, that's some instant trust right there. First, let's take some look around here. Got his ass kicked. Okay, so he's a bit of a hothead. Okay. I ain't telling you shit, but I'm sure... Oh, well, then here's the key to my house. Just go for it. You joke, but... Oh. They share a tattoo. Interesting.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work, and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. And then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head.
Told ya, internet's being a pain in the ass tonight.
In a flash, I saw his gun. But he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
You took the gun from the dead body with the bullet to the brain.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police.
Now the blinding light makes sense with the
There wasn't a
mirror.
trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
So just got a rough count. My Skyrim mod list started with 910, and then added 153 additional mods on top for the purpose of pure degeneracy and femboyery. In other words, a lot of bouncing butt cheeks. Gotcha.
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Fine as bouncing butt
Nothing so
cheeks.
special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit
That is
of
a good
probable
question.
killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti.
Ooh, got
You
him.
came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery.
Oh.
Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you
A pound of
soon,
meat,
young
6
man.
years transportation for you. Alright, let's see what we got here. New clues. That explains why nothing was stolen. No. No fingers missing. That one I'm still not sure on. Imaginary man. The person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statement is a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Alright. Let's head back out. Let's go back to Baker Street for the moment. Let's do a little research, shall we? There's our good boy.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mock cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion I know where this is still pointed. I didn't mean to look again. Every time, it's always pointed there, and she's always in that window. I don't know.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
I'm always wondering if you're going to have a new dialogue, Watson. Oh, go back over here. Sensation, an exotic method of murder. The arsenal of our present-day criminals may soon be refilled with poisonous plants. A young and beautiful woman, in collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned the terrible murder of their director, Mr. Montague Dunn. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind the tragedy. Let's go back. That was initially believed to be a simple heart attack. That detective's name? Sherlock Holmes. In reference to our last case. No, go over here. Crimean War. Endurance War. Okay. So we got a key still. Tattoo. We still don't know what this is. Okay, so we need to go back. Let's check. I guess it's wanting me to check through the window. So, let's see if it'll let us in. I wonder what we'll see. A little bit, yeah.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Uh-oh.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours. It would be my pleasure to assist you.
Alright,
with
let's talk to
investigation,
Wiggins
Mr.
first.
Holmes.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel.
Might you have?
We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Now then.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Let's take a quick look around, shall we?
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Okay, what paper though?
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Did he though? did he, though? I wonder, though. Oh.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
There's something in here?
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Interesting. So, what was he burning? Oh.
This walking stick is broken. It was placed here quite recently. A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Curiouser and curiouser.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Gonna have questions for you in a moment, sir.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
What was he really?
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Let's take a look here.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, so we got chain of events here. Let's see. Okay, gets up from bed. I think that's first. That goes second. This one here. Cut it. And that. See if I was right. Gets this. Goes around here to cut it. We'll fast forward a little bit. And over here to throw it away.
No, it didn't happen this way.
There's just something I'm missing. Oh, I missed something. Got from bed. There. Then he went down here. There. 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 We'll fast forward through a lot of it. Now we go down here. This is where the stick breaks. Hobbles back up. Replaces it. I didn't even pay attention to the one outside, so that's on me. Then he over here, does this, and then goes here. And it should be correct.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Well. Books. Fat print.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
You got some good eyesight there, friend. Moby Dick.
Well now, what a find.
Ooh.
A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
What are you?
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Yeah, you care to explain that? Oh, come on, go around. You got anything to say for yourself, my friend?
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, let's try again. Oh, that was dumb. I hit the wrong thing.
I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age.
Well, ignore me
And when
being
the
dumb for the
situation
moment.
requires
It
Mr.
didn't
Holmes.
happen.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
Yeah, let's go a
And
little
what
bit
of
more.
everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Yeah, they weren't.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor
You disturbed
man.
the crime scene.
When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal.
I
believe
mean,
that.
he
Although I
did
must
steal
return
something from
this
a crime
bracelet
scene.
to its rightful owner.
Okay. So we're gonna need to go back. back to Baker Street, so we can investigate our little thing, our little bracelets from the Hellenistic era, huh? Let's see.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Almost done with the finished touches on the hat. Nice! Can't wait to see the final result. Art and architecture might be here. Okay. Maybe. Maybe it's back. I don't know. Are you good, stream? Are you done? Okay. Let's hope it stays fucking stable. Anyway. These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace and ring, each made of pure gold. Interesting. The 5 rams of Mytilene have been missing from the museum since 1885.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
Okay.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not...
Okay, so I guess something from newspapers?
That is not... That is not... That is not the one I need. That is...
Oh, 1885. I keep forgetting I can switch these up. Duh. There we are. Alright, everything's still working okay, it looks like. Good. Good. A treacherous theft. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawnshop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still to be found.
Here it is.
Interesting.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Here we go. Gotta love when you get a new lead. Got a guy dancing back there. You know what? I appreciate that they have this going on in the background, considering, you know, the way they make these games. I appreciate that. Aha.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
Welcome back. So the key we found was to this pawn shop.
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
Yeah. I think we're about to lose it again. Yep. Maybe. It's struggling. I don't know why it's struggling so bad tonight. Right. I'm gonna try something real quick. I'll be right back. Think we're good? Maybe? Maybe? See how long this lasts. Anyway, so let's check the shelves. Nope, there is no bad weather at all. That's what's annoying. Well, what can you do? It sucks, but that's out of our control. Yeah. It's just something with the internet. It just does this bullshit.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
Oh!
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, go back. One sec. I missed the dialogue there, my finger hit, so that's on me. Hello, Kenneth? I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this bunny bags for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street. Ah. Interesting.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
So what's going on with this, though?
A flare.
So nothing I can do yet with these bits of info. Let's go ahead and check these clues. Okay. Burglar motive. The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Turner picked up a bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. Violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman. Yeah, there's no personal motive from him. This is definitely a burglary motive. Possibly this one. Yeah, no, that's not. That doesn't feel right. We'll keep going. Right. Let's go back to Baker Street. If not there, we'll head back to Half Moon and we'll talk to the constable.
My
Alright. Back to Half Moon Street. Let's talk to the constable. Oh, cutscene again.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no. Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Okay, select a gunman. Interesting. Interesting.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Is there something here I can use to lift my lamp? A pole! Hello!
This should be useful.
Alright, first of all, let's check the wall over here. Or not. Yeah.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Interesting. They killed each other. Interesting.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Let's see if we can talk to him again real quick.
That's why it's better to stay at home at night.
Okay. Let's see.
This mirror is turned...
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
It turned me around, didn't it? Thought so. Okay.
Locked. Locked.
It's letting me try other doors.
Locked.
Something's not right. Let's go back to the yard. We can talk to Lestrade and maybe talk to Leighton again.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he...
Nope.
Tell old Wiggins that I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's very possible. There we go. Disappearing man. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable. The 3 shots at the crime scene proved present. It goes to that for some reason. Something's still missing. Actually, I don't know why I backed out. Let me check. Okay, so something else is going on. Let's see. Nothing else here. Let's go back and look at the pawn shop. Maybe I'm missing something. So the deal went sour for some reason.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a...
Maybe. She wouldn't talk to me the last time I just tried to talk to her, so...
A flare.
Oh boy, big stretching. Ugh, gotta love it. working the brain here. Let's see. So, maybe we should try on this side.
Locked.
Turn the hell around.
Locked. Locked.
Thank you, Yonk. I shall take a drink. Tasty, tasty. Appreciate it. Oh, we're back again.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
Oh, good, finally.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Oh, is it weird?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Let's see.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Really? So maybe an issue with just the pressure in there from the suction?
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Somewhere a little farther up.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It's a
obvious
Talbrand
now.
bottle, and
No one could escape Constable
they've done a
Marrow's
few
lamp
modifications
while
over the
hiding
past
in
few
the
years. Okay. Okay. Up the walls. If we could assume that there was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action. Read the farc described by Leighton and attempt to climb the wall. Okay.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
So let's head back to the pawn shop. Climbing gear. The climbing gear and the flare gun. Spare some change so I can afford some new dialogue. I'd be most grateful.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall. This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Was it that delayed? Interesting. Here we are again. Yeah, luckily my internet's seeming more stable. It seemed I needed to just turn off and turn on my Wi-Fi stuff again on my computer. That I might need to update a few things too, but you know.
Look here, lad. You'd better go home and start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
Yeah.
Ha! But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
It likes to do that, especially while Wise is at work. Yeah, I can imagine. It's always something.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr.
I'd like to
Holmes.
dance for me,
I
monkey.
want to check
Dance
if
for me,
Layton's
dance.
testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment,
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Layton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Layton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
That's true.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me.
Like, I
if you
can't
can.
decide if I'm going to be in the conversation or not. Yeah, they're a little janky, but, you know. Let's see. Nah.
The streetlights fall directly on this wall. Not an ideal spot to escape the crime scene. It is also directly in front of Polly Powell. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
Okay, we'll try this one. Interesting.
I can barely see anything.
Really? Snow next week? I mean, that seems
Are you
like
there?
Canada, though.
I should try climbing faster.
Okay.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
But you know what, Rob? All I can say is better you than me.
Holmes? Holmes, where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
The plot has thickened more.
These shards of glass are from the window above. It's empty.
Is it? Shabby fabric. Black threads.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
We're going to be microscoping. That prevents upward aiming, I guess. Now we have to use our eyes in the magnifying glass. The truth shall be revealed. Be ready, be prepared. We're going to do science, bitches.
Let us take a closer look.
Hi. We're back. So what you missed, because it didn't stop. But what you missed was it's hair. It's not just like a black fiber, it's hair. And we're going to compare it to horse and human hair. So we got horse hair from a brush of some type. And as far as the human hair, we just plucked some from Watson's head. So that's where we're at. That's what you missed. Because my internet here fucking sucks.
Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Interesting. Wait. Wait. Did I miss something? Okay, so that didn't work. Night.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
An exotic animal.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl.
He's
and
got a
mob
pet Toby.
cap, and you could be Mrs.
Alright, let's see. Let's go to Scotland Yard. No, go in here. Thank you.
Mr. Holmes, what is the
So I guess on the move is that whoever was partner in crime decided they wanted a bigger cut and tried to take the victim down, but they double killed instead. Oh, how you doing, Cole? Glad to see you. Welcome. We are trying to solve crime.
Tell old Wiggins that'll be fine.
Okay, so nothing here matters. I don't think. So nothing. Okay. So this wasn't where we needed to be. Let's go back to the half moon. An exotic animal. Uh-oh.
Mr. Constable, why did you become a constable?
Why? Because I wanted to serve Her Majesty, that's why.
And what about serving the people like us?
What? Your sort are the plague of London. Be quiet now.
That's some accurate fucking representation of police.
This is the back door of the building with the attic floor that...
Wiggins, turn the fuck around a minute. I'm trying to talk to you.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
See if I'm missing anything.
Someone broke through the window.
Alright. We're back. I'll let Holmes explain what's going on. As long as nothing cuts again. How does it get disconnected? It should be fine. I'll test it. It's fine. Anyway. So here's what's going on. We checked the window, the actual window frame, and it's like, oh, well, this is broken.
Broke into the attic window and escaped through the hatch.
So came in, tore his jacket, went down the hatch. That's where we're at. Aha. A circus acrobat. Hmm. Damn it, we don't have enough clues still. Are we about to hit a circus?
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Can you tell me if there's a circus in town?
I'm always wondering what...
Okay. Maybe we can find something back this way in the pawn shop.
It looks as though...
Okay, maybe not. God damn it. There we go. Vanishing Act. The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. There we go. Alright. Alright. We've got some advancement. Got the big break in the case. We can safely assume that the brother is innocent. I swear to... It's okay. You didn't miss much. Sorry about the stream being shit. But we have...
Two lovely black eyes. Oh, what a surprise. Only for telling a man he was wrong. Two lovely black eyes.
Oh, I've just about had enough of this. Shut up.
Yeah, we don't know who it is yet, but we have someone that's able to scale a wall that is around exotic animals. And has some connection here with our two bad guys. We need to talk to Wiggins. I passed him.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
It's an elephant, isn't it?
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
That's my guess. It's going to be an elephant. Like I said, I swear to God, if it's a circus clown.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for.
Told ya.
I'll pay it a visit.
Start the music. Bring in the clowns. Dun, 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 dun. Of course, circus ringleader would want exotic jewelry. I mean, yeah.
Hey, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
It really.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off. You're a bit slow to catch on, eh? Get lost.
Holmes, I won't be able to join you. I promised to visit a patient today.
It's all right, Watson. I think that I can handle this alone. Hello, Toby. All you...
Like I said, it's always aimed here. Sometimes she will actually like react, like wave or something. It's weird. Ah, now I know what I need to do. Time for a disguise. I don't know. Hmm. I am a great picker. Hmm. Let us try this one. I am Jacques,
A map of London.
the greatest lockpicker.
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
But what if I am blind? I need to see what I am lockpicking. Why are you so prejudiced, Mr. Holmes? I could bullshit. But fine, Francois will still go do his duty.
map of London.
God damn it.
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Francois wants to leave. Why must you keep holding me up? Find me a shabby hat. There's my shabby hat.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Oh, thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
Francois rides off into the sunset. Also looks like Waluigi. French Waluigi off again. Nah, Francois. Oh, there's a reason he's Francois. French Luigi is Francois. God damn. My
Who are
brain.
you? What's your name?
Francois.
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
No one will suspect Francois.
So, everything is here just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
I see you have some things for Francois to do.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside.
Okay. What we got here?
This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day.
Rise up, keep rising. From Lambs and the Lions.
That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people.
Interesting.
There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
Fight the monarchy. Come on, turn around. I hit the wrong button. Fuck. Back over here.
This wooden... There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out.
Was there? Interesting.
The crest of the Honourable Artillery.
Oh!
Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure. Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder.
Damn, it's a gunpowder plot.
The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry.
Uh-oh.
Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see Urchin near the chains on a table over there. Open that.
Okay. I got a safe. Bullet wound. Oh, it's the ring. Looks like Martha Thug and it bothers you. Francois can open anything. Francois delivers.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley. I need...
Man in jacket. Charles Foley wears an antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 rams of Mytilene. I am bad at remembering how to pronounce this jewel set. And also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene at Half Moon Street. True. True. There's our acrobat. I have done the deed.
Ah, well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
No, what?
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died. 7 days ago, in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
Ah.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Lament Road and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
Here we go. It is time for the reveal of Francois. This Niger is just a joke.
Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures. This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Come on. They made me commit to the bit. You know it. So lock you there. Aha.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Francois is in.
This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Did I actually just get on it right away? Well, shit. I want to look around a little bit more before I start opening things. Francois is very, methodical. I shall find everything. I have found everything. Why? Rasputin, is that you? I have big brained.
So, that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Wah. Yeah, that seems right. Francois is the best. 2 keys, son of a bitch.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
Wah.
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
The hatch. Literally the hatch. Francois is not a moron.
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police. This hatch leads to a cellar.
Something is required. Where will Francois find it? A hammer. Francois is unsure. Go around.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape. The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it. This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Francois is too smart for the... Oh, hello. As I saw something... Francois needs... Oh, the table!
This should be useful.
Top of the staircase.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
What can Francois do? A cupboard.
Oh, that's a lovely old carpet.
Oh! You use it to cover it up.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
Aha! Francois is a genius.
This should be useful. Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
I don't think there's much else I can do.
What a surprise.
Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, what was that? Go back. Ah.
These are the marks of ineffectual lock-picking attempts.
Let's see. Here's some Home Alone shit.
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar.
I think that's it. None else I can really think of.
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it.
Okay, what am I missing now?
What a surprise.
Okay, what am I missing?
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Oh.
A solid rope.
I get it.
This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door.
Ooh, and a chair.
This should be useful. The door is now blocked.
What's the rope for?
This should be useful.
I have rope. Ah.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Aha.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
This is just
If he runs
hilarious.
through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
Never mess with Francois. He is always 5 steps ahead of you. Alright, let's see how this all plays out.
Police! Police!
Oh, God.
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
Well, you sounded just like a real bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Why,
Have you
Mycroft?
closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men.
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Alright, let's open the safe.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
The antiques discovered inside the hidden safe of the abandoned manor of Notting Hill represent the collection of Hellenistic treasures that were stolen in 1885 and considered to be lost. Charles Foley will be imprisoned for organizing the grand theft since he is not directly guilty of murder. His sentence will be shortened. Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of ancient and valuable treasures. He deserves the rope. Hang on. Yeah, it was Crossfire. Why is that one not connected? Something's not right. Yeah, I guess we're going with this. Now we can absolve him possibly because he didn't commit the murders. He was trying to rob them, I guess. He was trying to get the key, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh no, guess not. Damn. I mean, if we don't like the one we pick, we can always repick. So, what do you think? Should we absolve him or condemn him? It's hard to remember if he actually like shot them both. All right, let's go with condemn, and if we like it or not, we'll come back and, you know.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft.
Yeah.
Severely
He did, because he was
punished
trying to
for
get the
your
treasures.
deeds.
You are pitiful. You Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Yeah.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more
Are we back? We good? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is back? Okay. Cool. I paused it so we didn't miss anything.
done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines, or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Damn. Fuck. I mean, I sympathize. I really do. But explosion. Damn it.
Damn!
Yeah, I mean, I get it. But again, it's also just destruction of property, not murder. Like, I don't necessarily have a problem with destruction of property in and of itself, because let's face it, sometimes, people just kind of hit a point. It's also pointless. You're not wrong in this case. But again, it's also before certain, like, electronics and that even existed, so a lot of that debt would just be wiped out. So I don't know. Yeah. So, Big Bang attack.
When people fight the order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Indeed. I didn't say Big Bang attack for nothing.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there
I mean,
can
my
be
cross
no
always a prick, so...
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole Empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
And fuck you too.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbor. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly, has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
So do you want to see, check the conclusion? See if, what do you think? Should we check to see if we got it right? Yeah. Now, should we choose another ending just to see it? Just for fun. For fun's true. We got the time. We're still a little ahead of schedule for tonight.
Don't move, you flim-flammer.
Same conclusion, that he's still guilty, but we'll absolve him and see what happens.
Charles Foley, you were a witness to a double murder. You were standing next to Vercotti when Butler fired at your accomplice. The jeweler missed him, but they proceeded to kill each other with simultaneous shots. Even if your intention was to retrieve the stolen treasure, you did not intend to kill. I shall inform Inspector Lestrade of that fact, so your sentence should be the lighter.
You are a fine gentleman, with your fake pity.
I do what I think is right.
Alright. Okay. We good, stream? You done being a dick?
Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
I had to edit so much when I do the highlight for this stupid video. It's so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up. We are a group.
We're gonna skip it. We've already heard it.
We are but men for the bang and they but in the we should not the time we are going they're only
That is
chaos. They will be
what you are.
how do and how many hour will you
Now let's try the bucket this time. I want to see how this goes.
When the law serves only the few, it can no longer be trusted. Every man is equal, and he has a right to choose his own way. And I shall not stop you.
I want to see what changes here.
So, you're interested in Russian
Quite.
It is an interesting book.
Really? I tried.
Yes, Doctor. There were also a few words along the lines of... Tell me, Doctor.
Not that
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his...
Well, I'm...
So far the same.
His love and his duty that... I should leave now. Sherlock, Dr. Watson.
There it is.
Holmes, what just happened? What was that?
The start of a new world. Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to
Oh,
Holmes,
wait.
Yeah. I'll be honest. The other version makes more sense, though. I think the absolving works because he was trying to be a thief and not kill. So I think absolve works, but then we gotta blow it up. I think that makes the most sense out of all of them. Yeah. So we absolve him. And we'll skip ahead.
Charles, I have.
So that's that.
Be careful. Who's...
Eventually, yes. Hey.
There are... They will... will you...
And then there we go, big explosion.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that
I can't
throw
skip this part,
society into
apparently.
chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Boom. And then we get Mycroft being a dickhead.
So, your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins. Not...
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Anything in the post?
Only...
Alright, here we go. So this is, I'm comfortable with what we got. We'll accept the decision. You're about to finish the case. The save file for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you've made and ready to start a new chapter. Let's go. Commiserative. People solved the case the same way. People made the same moral decision. Oh, wow. I'm in the minority on the moral decision. Oh, ho. Interesting. And I think this is supposed to hint towards the second, not the second, but the next game. But yeah. This is showing the, oh no, never mind. This is showing the aftermath of all the different cases. And our choices made. So, yeah. It took me most of the year to get back to it, but I have managed to finish Sherlock Holmes' Crimes and Punishments. I'm glad I finally got this done. It's been sitting there for so long. Like, taunting me that I'd never finished it. But now I have. So. No more regrets. Oh wow, they used a lot of Kevin MacLeod's music. Oh god. Am I gonna get hit with a fucking copyright thing now because of the music? That's happened before when I've used his music. For like Halloween things, so I don't know. Oh. Wonder what's about to happen. Oh, is anything about to happen? Or is it just gonna like circle them? I have a commiserative ranking. I guess that's it. Did I just go back to Baker Street? Okay, well. But it's not letting me do anything else, game. It's just circling. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's it. That is the game. Okay, let's go to the small screen. We'll chat for a minute, we'll wrap up, and we'll find someone to raid. Gotta say, that case went places. Interesting places. I mean, no more interesting than some of the other ones, to be fair. They all went somewhere weird. But we've done it. It was wild. Oh yeah, you should check out the previous cases. Like I said, they're in a collection, though I think that might be changing. If I'll put it in a different collection later. I have to see how many parts there actually were. I can't remember. If there's only 4, it'll be added to a newer collection I've done. But it'll be the newer ones, technically. But yeah, that finishes that. So we will not be coming back to this game next week. Tomorrow, we'll be back here, and we're going to be picking up where we left off a month ago, as we continue our investigation of Tartarus with Persona 3 Festival. And that'll be around the normal time, I believe, unless I'm going to be late at work, which I shouldn't be. On Saturday, we will be picking up where we left off with Cult of the Lamb. Just going to have a little fun with the New Wool Order. Get a little farther in that. It's going to be fun. And then Sunday, we're going to be trying a demo of a game I've been interested in seeing, and looking into for a little bit since I came across it, called 9 Noir Lives. It's a point-and-click adventure game that's in a world of cats, and we're a detective. And things happen. That's really all I got. But it's going to be an interesting weekend, so I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. Very much appreciate it. We will wrap up with the highlight people, and then we're going to raid someone. So, highlight people, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourself, please feel free to drop a follow here at twitch.tv/Xandros if you haven't already. Sounds like a weekend classics and classic themes. Oh, it's definitely going to be classic. Yeah, if you want to follow, please do. I am slowly but surely closing in on 500 followers. I would love to hit that before the end of the year. Hopefully you can help me out with that. And if you want to support the channel, beyond just following, you can drop a sub, either for yourself, you can even use Prime, or you can gift it to someone else. Because remember, sharing is caring after all. You can also go right here to not give Twitch any money and put all the money towards PayPal. Whoever you want to give is appreciated. Don't feel you need to, though, if you don't wish to. That's perfectly fine. I appreciate you just watching. And, of course, if you want a little something for yourself, we do have a merch shop where you can get some awesome little spritz stuff. I'm hoping to start adding a thing or two here and there. I still need to add the most recent emote to the stickers. But beyond that, you can get other stickers, you can get a mug, you can get shirts, you can get blankets. It's a cool thing. Got a nice little bit of spritz goodness. Also, follow me on Twitter to keep up when I go live or for when the schedule is put up and other things like that. Just remember, Twitter is a hellscape right now, so be careful with that. And, of course, the Discord server right here is available for you to come hang out, chill, have a good time. Also, on Monday, we're going to be doing the listen along as per normal, starting between 7:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern, where everyone is welcome to come and hang out and chat and listen to the story we're going to be enjoying. In fact, we're going to be taking a little slight break from Doctor Who proper to focus on one of the spin-offs again. One we haven't gone back to in a little while. So please feel free to join us Monday as we go into Jago and Lightfoot, Series 6, which is going to be a great time visiting the Victorian era, where we just were in this game, joining the Infernal Investigators, Jago and Lightfoot, and the hijinks and weirdness that are going to happen with them, as things always tend to do. But yeah, like I said, anyone can join in for that one, so I hope I'll see you there. But with that being said, we're going to find someone to raid. So Highlight people, thank you so much for watching. And until the next stream, stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.